Hi, I'm Anya with the Center for African Studies at Howard University, and I'm speaking here with Dr. Mwaka. Would you please tell us a little bit about what you do at Howard?
Correct. So my name is Dr. Leonard Mwaka. I'm the chair of the Department of World Languages at Howard, and I also coordinate, help to make sure that all programs that focus on African languages are doing well.
And specifically here at Howard, why do you think it's important for students and especially students of African descent to have this education?
Okay. You see, African languages are important. We have 2,035 languages in the world, and these languages therefore represent so many people in Africa, in their millions. And so what Howard is doing is to train students in these African languages and their cultures so that when they go out there, the world can interact with Africa and the students can also interact with Africa. So it's very important what Howard is doing. We have actually 8 languages. These languages, every year we have about 1,000 students who take our languages. And this is an important addition to the other 17 languages that we teach. In order for us to have global citizens, they have to learn African languages. They have to understand what the cultures carry and how the people of the continent actually do their day-to-day activities in contributing to what humanity is and showing that the African people have not been left behind, but they do contribute in a large portion to how humanity progresses and how the world develops and evolves into what it is now.
Okay, and tying into that, what do you think of education as a human right, and how does Howard enable that type of education?
So education is a human right. One of the things that we have failed to understand is the place of indigenous knowledge, what Africans have as knowledge. It's critical. So Howard, by tapping into that, or by sending our students to Africa, or having students learn about African languages and African cities, then they are understanding and showing that education is important. It is a right. So the knowledge that people come with is critical to seeing human beings develop and invent or innovate things that are important to what we do now. You can think of medicine, you can think of ways of doing things. Africans have contributed to that. So Howard is ensuring that that knowledge is not forgotten, that it is actually acknowledged and talked about, discussed, and reported in either scholarly works or in at conferences. So that's what they're doing.
Absolutely. And what do you think of the significance of the UN for the 3rd year in a row celebrating the International Day of People of African Descent and celebrating their accomplishments?
I think that's an important point, because they realize that there has been inequality. Some societies have been given have been at the foreground, whereas others have been at the back. So by recognizing this particular day and making it, in a way that it's purposeful, it's intentional, it's very important. I'll give you another example. Last year, or actually let me say this year, was the 2nd time we were celebrating Swahili Day. That was made possible because of UNESCO, part of the UN. So this is recognizing that Africa is not just sleeping, it has major contributions. So I think as a right for everybody, this is important. Yes.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Mwaka, for your time and explaining that to us.
I appreciate it. Thank you.